I made these mistakes so you don't have to. When I was training to cycle around the world back in 2012, I was all or nothing in my training. You know, some weeks I would do like 40 hours and the next week I'd be knackered and I'd only do 5 hours. What I really needed to do was just keep consistent. It's better to be average forever than go up and down, because that's when you get injured and lose motivation. Wear high vis when you're on the road. I got run over in America, and that did not end well for me. The second major lesson I learned was when I swam the length of Britain. When I went into that, I really thought I could just muscle my way through it, where fitness and strength and pure tenacity would help me. But unfortunately, I really neglected my technique. If I had just focused a little bit more on my technique in the training, I probably would have been a month quicker. It took me 4.5 months to swim Land's End to John O'Groats. Even now, I'm still suffering from the bad habits I picked up back then. So for Ironman Wales coming up, I'm going to focus heavily on my technique. Third lesson was from when I did the world's longest triathlon around Britain, 4,200 mile continuous triathlon. What I learned there is you don't need the best kit in the world. I used a bicycle that was made out of bamboo, and it did the job. I did 3,200 miles on a bicycle that was once a tree. Yes, if you want those marginal gains, there is equipment out there that'll definitely help you. But honestly, you can get 80, maybe even 90% of the way on just anything. You know, the lowest hanging fruit is fitness. Once you've got that, yes, work on your kit. The fourth lesson I learned was from when I ran the length of Britain. I learned how amazing the human body is at adapting. On day one, I was hoping to do a marathon day. On day one, I only did 17 miles and it broke me. But by just keeping at it, made me really realize consistency makes the body adapt quicker. The fifth lesson I learned was when I got the world record for cycling across Europe. The Ukrainian border was the halfway point, 2,000 miles. So I had 2,000 miles of the Ukraine and Russia. And I was terrified to cycle in that part of the world, but actually it was incredible. The people were amazing. Everyone was friendly. Everyone was super supportive. And I find that is a metaphor for going out and doing something difficult. The internet's going to tell you you can't, or it's miserable, or it's horrible. But actually, if you really look into it, people mostly are super supportive. But we focus on the one or two people who say negative things about us, right? Please don't focus on the one or two, because mostly those people who don't support you are just jealous. And the last lesson I learned was from when I did Iron 105, 105 full 140.6 triathlons in a row. I went into that probably having done a little bit too much zone 2 training. Everyone says, oh, do lots of zone 2, 80% zone 2, 20% zone 5 and 6. I probably just didn't do enough of the 20% 5 and 6. And I really could have done with being a little bit stronger on the bike, being a little bit faster. So that's it. Don't make some of the same mistakes I have. Good luck out there. Keep smashing it.